Hey, welcome back. It's still National Poetry Month, and today I'm looking at a poem by Louise Gluck, who is a former poet laureate and Pulitzer Prize winner. This poem is from her book Vita Nova, and Louise Gluck has a really delightful style. Her poetry stands out a lot, but also if you read an entire book of her poetry, usually all the poems are interwoven and follow some sort of picture. This one's entitled Aubade. The world was very large. Then the world was small. Oh, very small. Small enough to fit in a brain. It had no color. It was all interior space. Nothing got in or out. But time seeped in anyway. That was the tragic dimension. It took time very seriously in those years, if I remember accurately. A room with a chair, a window, a small window, filled with patterns light makes. In its emptiness, the world was whole always, not a chip of something, with the self at the center. And at the center of the self, grief I thought I couldn't survive. A room with a bed, a table, flashes of light on the naked surfaces. I had two desires, desire to be safe and desire to feel. As though the world were making a decision against white because it disdained potential and wanted in its place substance. Panels of gold where the light struck. In the window, reddish leaves of the copper beech tree. Out of the stasis, facts, objects, blurred or knit together. Somewhere, time stirring, time crying to be touched, to be palpable, the polished wood shimmering with distinctions. And then I was once more a child in the presence of riches, and I didn't know what the riches were made of. I like the way she explores an emotional experience while using very concrete images. It's both very abstract and concrete at the same time. The panels of gold light on the walls and the copper beech tree, obviously very concrete and specific images, but so much of this is internalized in a moment of grief. The last stanza, a child in the presence of riches, and I didn't know what riches were made of, is a striking line and a striking image. So check out Louise Gluck and look at more of her poetry. I recommend, again, reading one of her books all the way through, and you get a bigger picture for what she's looking at. In this case, the title Vita Nova has to do with a new life or an awakening. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your National Poetry Month, and I'll see you tomorrow with another poem. Bye-bye.